AP source, Fiat Chrysler Auto Union close to contract deal. Detroit, AP, bargainers for the United Auto Workers Union and Fiat Chrysler are close to reaching a tentative deal on a new 4-year contract, a person briefed on the matter said Saturday. The deal, which could be announced Saturday, includes a $9,000 signing bonus, a promise not to close any factories for the next 4 years and a commitment to keep making vehicles at a plant in Belvidere, Illinois, said the person, who spoke on condition of anonymity because the talks are confidential. If the deal becomes final, top union leaders have to approve it, as do factory-level officials who are likely to gather next week to vote on it. Then it must be ratified by Fiat Chrysler Automobiles' 47,000 union workers. Fiat Chrysler is the last company to settle on a new contract with the union. GM settled October 31 after a bitter 40-day strike that paralyzed the company's U.S. factories, but Ford reached a deal quickly and settled in mid-November. Talks have focused on Fiat Chrysler for almost 2 weeks, and both sides negotiated into the early morning hours earlier this week before taking a break for the Thanksgiving holiday. Talks were to resume Saturday morning. Union Vice President Cindy Estrada, the lead negotiator with Fiat Chrysler, said last week that there was progress, but difficult issues remain. The Illinois factory west of Chicago now makes the Jeep Cherokee small SUV and employs about 3,700 union workers on 2 shifts. It could get a new vehicle in the agreement, although details weren't available early Saturday. The $9,000 signing bonus isn't as much as the $11,000 that GM workers got, but it's equal to the money paid to Ford workers. The rest of the pact is likely to mirror those approved at GM and Ford. Both companies gave workers a mix of pay raises and lump sum payments, signing bonuses, an end to a 2-tier pay scale for full-time workers and a clear path for temporary workers to go full-time. The union also got commitments for new vehicles to be built at several GM and Ford factories. Even if union leaders approve the deal, ratification isn't guaranteed. In 2015, workers voted down the first deal reached with Fiat Chrysler but approved a second one. Fiat Chrysler apparently is agreeing to the pattern agreement reached with GM and Ford, even though the company's CEO said earlier this month that all of the companies are in different labor circumstances. Following the same deal would cost Fiat Chrysler more because the makeup of its workforce is different. FCA has more temporary workers than either GM or Ford, and it also has more so-called second-tier workers hired after 2007 who now make less than long-time workers. The deal with Ford and GM gives pay raises to workers hired after 2007, so they reach top UAW production wages of more than $32 per hour within 4. For more on this story, visit the news article link.